Hello my dear loves, welcome to Lady Cocobos. My name is Devika Haridas, aka Lady Cocobos, and if you're new to my channel, I talk a lot about organic wellness and mindful living, and if you're someone who is interested in that kind of content, please like and subscribe to my channel. And all of us here are people who want to reconnect with ourselves and also to Mother Earth. So today I thought I'll talk about something very important and something that I've been realizing for quite a few days now, and so I thought I might as well make a video out of it. I was always that kind of person who felt that I had to be a certain way, I had to look a certain way to be the good girl, right? I was always thinking about how others perceived me, be it my parents, be it my colleagues, be it my classmates, and somewhere towards my teenagers, I was programmed to be the best out of everything. But slowly, as the years passed on, that kind of mindset took a toll on my mental health. And then I started slowly unpacking the reality of what I was living, and I kind of understood that I was not really living at all. I was, in fact, performing. I was performing for my parents, I was performing for my classmates, for my teachers, in fact, for the entire neighborhood. Okay. So that's why I thought today I will talk about how to recognize performance and to stop the performance and then actually start living. Childhood plays a really important role in embodying a certain kind of persona. For example, my parents were really busy growing up, so I had to be the one. I had to step up to be the responsible one. I had to, appeal to them for my needs. I had to make myself worthy of their love. So that was a kind of a childhood wound that started the idea of performance in me. So if you are someone who is looking to unpack your experience in this, I think you can start with your childhood. Secondly, when I was in my teenage years, when I think about myself, I used to always think about me in a third person point of view. So a lot of you might be familiar with this. So basically, when you think about yourself, you have some memory of yourself. You always imagine it, or you have that memory stored in your mind in the form of a third person. It's like somebody else is watching you, right? So that kind of a concept of gaze is also very it also factorizes into the whole performance that we are made to live every day. Firstly, for women, there is the male gaze and also the female gaze as well. So if you are familiar with the concept of male gaze, it's more like there is a personification of an ideal woman on how she is, that perfect mixture of innocence and that siren nature, and also someone who embodies that ethereal beauty and so many things. Like, I think I'll also put definitions of male gaze and female gaze here for you guys, because I am not really good at quoting things the way it is. So I had a lot of female friends, and there was also a certain way that became so that I could appeal to them, right? Modesty was a very important factor. It was what made me feel belonged with my girlfriends. But we were all teenagers at that time, and we were mostly taking on ideas from people, from our parents, from the society around us. So there's no blame. I grew up watching a lot of South Indian movies and also some of Bollywood. So there was always that portrayal of that feminine, that ethereal beauty who stands out from the crowd, and she's traditional and she has long hair, and the hero's eyes falls on her like she's in a crowd and he can recognize her instantly, and she has that gaze, she has that grace, she's innocent and whatnot. So yeah, there's a whole ordeal of courtship, and that guy is courting her, how he sees her in festival or something. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the kind of culture and the kind of media that you're consuming also plays a very, very important factor in what kind of performance you are embodying. Everything is fun and games until uh, this whole persona that you create for yourself has become so much. It actually sticks to you like a mask, right? The mask that you can't take off. So you start to get confused about the persona that you have and who you really are. In this whole performance, a lot of time we actually forget who we really are, and mostly when you are down the road for then after good number of years, it finally hits you in the face that, oh my god, who am I? Yeah. So unpacking performance is also very important if you are planning to start, if you're planning to understand yourself better and also your spiritual journey better, to understand the purpose, to understand what you really value in life. So I truly, truly believe that when you stop performing is when you actually start living. And recognizing that you are performing is maybe the first step in unpacking that tendency. Even today, I sometimes, when I go into the crowds, my persona does take over, but now I have cultivated that kind of mindset where I constantly ground myself and I feel that I am taking it too far, or also now that I have become more in touch with myself, my mask that I wear is more transparent, and I am not afraid to make mistakes or um, constantly worry about what the others are thinking about me and all of that. Which takes me to our definition of what is living, right? I think for me, living is no fear of judgment, being confident, taking care of yourself, and doing what you love, having good thoughts, in harmony with the whole collective of the people around you, the plants around you, the animals around you, the entire ecosystem. When you vibrate truly in your essence, is when you become in true harmony with your surroundings. It is also a healthy detachment from constantly worrying about what others think about you. Right? I am living in a sweet countryside home in Kerala, and it is very, 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 very common for people to constantly worry about what the neighbors or what the entire village thinks about you. And I mean, it's okay, people live in such a tight knit community and it is very helpful most of the time, but it is also very easy to get into that worrying about and that kind of standards and benchmarks that others define for you. And I am not. I am not the one to do that. So, of course, I love being part of that community. I love it. But I also want to preserve my true essence and I want to do what I love. If I'm wearing certain clothes, or if I'm feeling a little bold today and I'm doing a bit bold makeup or trying out different jewelry, um, I I pick and choose things that I that resonates with me that day, and all of that makes me feel that I'm actually living. Mainstream media also tries to portray that living means going out with friends, partying, spontaneous night outs, and whatnot. I mean, all of that is fun. I have had my fair of fun as well, but it also means that you come back to yourself, things that are in harmony with yourself, things that rejuvenate you also, and not always be available to everyone around you just for that sake of being the best colleague or the best person to always rely on, or the best employee of the month and whatnot. Well, it also takes a lot of guts and a lot of courage to choose yourself, to choose living for yourself above everything else. And there are also times when self doubt will creep back in, and then you are like, um, you know, scrolling through social media and you find a lot of all of your friends, um, you know, doing major things, major places, and all of that. So when I chose a life of slow living, and I thought that I wanted a gap year to explore what I love and to take a break, honestly. Um, the for a few months, I absolutely decided that I won't check social media. Why? Because I felt that I'm not in a place to expose myself into platforms that make me compare myself to others, right? When I'm in a journey of self love, self exploration, and living for myself, I did not want comparisons to come out. So, when you are confident in yourself, then you don't take in all of that projections um, and opinions of others on how you should live your life. But I think if you are exploring to go into yourself and really differentiate what your persona is, what actually makes your ego, and what are the core values that you absolutely keep close to your heart. I think you should also take that kind of a break to not constantly expose yourself to situations or places where you are kept to compare yourself to others, or you have projections or opinions coming from others on how to live your life. The sun finally came out. So, living for me is choosing what you love and also recognizing that you are an individual with your own unique tastes, unique characteristics, and also recognizing that you are ultimately part of a higher collective, and choosing the actions, choosing to execute your actions with that kind of harmony, peace, mindfulness, and I think that's love. That's love for me, and I think it also resonates a lot into what is living for me as well. I think for me, living is choosing love every single day, choosing to love yourself, loving um, the people around you, loving the animals around you, the nature around you, but not by performing for them out of roles defined by society, media, or things like that. But truly recognizing and resonating with them, accepting their uniqueness and unique characteristics, and also for who they are, um, and truly vibrating in that energy of love and happiness and joy, so that you connect with the energy of the entire collective. That's what truly brings you happiness. For a lot of you guys who are also in the beginning of your journeys, like me, or you are truly wanting to attain your highest self, to I mean you're already on the path, I'm sure of it. If you have taken this video, if you are taking the time for yourself to understand yourself better, you are definitely on the path, my dear friend. But if you're somebody who is a beginner to this, please understand that it is not an easy journey. It is going to be really confusing, and sometimes the old patterns, the old performances will just come and sit on your chest. They will not allow you to you know go forward sometimes. But it is about accepting it with empathy, and don't be too hard on yourself. It's like when you have a band-aid, right? Now, imagine that you have a mask on your face and it is like fully merged with your skin. So ripping it like a band-aid would not work. I mean, you can actually tear off your skin, right? So it's more like untangling it's like untangling every single bit. But I promise you, it's not that arduous of a journey. Um, it's more like accepting that mask and somehow making your own self light up so much that the mask entirely becomes transparent and translucent, and it actually emanates your light from inside you. So it's like accepting your persona, but also giving the empathy that you will give a friend, to make mistakes, to be who you are, to be clumsy, to be a child, to have fun and live. My dear loves, I am so happy that you guys are here with me. If you like the content and want to see more, please like this video and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on Lady Cocoboos, on more informative, educational and fun rant sessions like these. You can also check out my signature series, How to Stop Yourself in Shorts. And if you sign up in my website, you can be part of my close-knit community on Substack and Instagram as well. So yeah, have fun, be yourself. So have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.